Man killed in West Prospect in Bogwalk. A man was shot and killed in his community in West Prospect, Bogwalk, St. Catherine on Sunday. Dead is 32-year-old David Archer, otherwise called Diddy Frost, of Bentline District. No motive has been established by the police in Archer's murder. They say operatives are still searching for his attackers. It is reported that about 1 p.m., explosions were heard in the community and the Bogwalk police were called. On arrival, Archer was found at the side of a road in the community in blood and suffering from gunshot wounds to his upper body. He was taken to the Instead Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The matter is being investigated by the Bogwalk Criminal Investigations Branch. Man shot and killed and woman shot and wounded on West Road, Mandeville last evening. Less than 24 hours after a double murder in the quiet farming community of Big Woods in Manchester, residents are once again rocked by a violent incident. The crime was committed on West Road in Mandeville, where a man was shot and killed and a woman was shot and wounded. Relatives have identified the deceased as Rashawn Young, a resident of New Hall in the parish. Reports are that about 9:50 p.m., Young was driving a Toyota Mark X motor car when he stopped to allow one of the 3 passengers to exit the vehicle. The vehicle was then reportedly fired upon by gunmen. 2 passengers reportedly escaped injury, but Young and the woman sustained gunshot wounds. They were taken to hospital, where Young was pronounced dead and the woman was admitted for treatment. Young's grandmother said she last saw him the evening before when she gave him dinner.
He make sure call me daughter every time and say I come Philippine dinner. I never show them out that one Sunday yet. Picking come and turn up and give me dinner. He say, Mommy, no rob yourself. He say, eat the food and full of belly. Turn up me and turn up and he lean up. So me ain't there again drinking and I drink and I ain't there talk. Telling him, he say, who care you come here? Come in a sing car. So who care? He say, when I'm virgin carry. He say, Mommy, I go now. Come I go back around. Because him run me daughter business. So I go back around a bar. After I left and go back around a bar now. He want carry out a door look while I blow like a hell. So me I say, if I in a yard, the carry there blow. Well, look, I'm in a grandson, not a fame, brother. I see him drop down on the car, I say, Rushy ended. I say, you're joking. You're joking. Rushy just left us all up. You're joking. Come on.
Education Ministry recruiting foreign teachers for new academic year. The Ministry of Education and Youth will be employing various teacher retention strategies for the 2024-2025 academic year, which begins in September. Acting Chief Education Officer Terry Ann Thomas Gill advised that teachers are being sought from various countries. We currently have engaged Nigeria, Ghana, the Philippines, and India, so we are looking all over, she said in response to a question posed during the Ministry Region 6 2024 Back to School Conference at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel in New Kingston. The conference was held under the theme Shaping the Future, STEM, STEAM, and the Transformation Agenda. Last year, the ministry gave school administrators approval to engage part-time, retired, and pre-trained graduate teachers and final-year student teachers to fill the gaps caused by teacher resignations. Administrators were also encouraged to redeploy underutilized staff, merge small classes, use the block timetable approach, and increase the use of information and communication technology (ICT) in the classroom. There are areas within the bulletin that will remain, but we're giving you an additional pool from which you can select your teachers, Thomas Gill stated. She explained that school administrators will be able to use the ministry's job portal to identify and recruit teachers who are being engaged from foreign countries. Appeal Court rules Kensington primary ban on dreadlocks breach constitutional rights of the child. The Court of Appeal ruled that Kensington Primary School in St. Catherine had breached the constitutional rights of a female student who was denied access in 2018 after failing to trim her dreadlock hair. Outgoing President of the Court of Appeal, Justice Patrick Brooks, in handing down the decision, said it is declared that the policy of the Board of Management of Kensington Primary on the wearing of dreadlocks hairstyle has breached the following rights as they reveal the ZV rights. The judge noted that the child's right to freedom of expression and the right of equitable treatment by a public authority in the exercise of any function were violated. The landmark decision overturned in the part of 2020 decision of the Supreme Court that the school's policy did not breach the child's constitutional rights. The school had justified its position on the basis that it found that the hairstyle harbored lice and junju mold infestation and threatened to withdraw the child's admission if there is anything from the 5-year-old student hairstyle remains. However, the students' parents, Dale and Sharon Virgo, who refused to cut their daughter's hair, instead filed a lawsuit against the school board, the Education Ministry, and the Attorney General, arguing that the child's constitutional rights had been breached. But Justice Sana Bertram-Linton, Evan Brown, and Nicole Simon ruled that Kensington Primary School did not breach the child's constitutional rights when it denied her access. The court had also ruled that Dale, who was listed as the first claimant, had no right or capacity to bring the claim, a decision which the appellate court upheld. The claimant, however, had sought a number of orders from the court, including a declaration that the contentious grooming policy excluding dreadlocks was unconstitutional and breached the claimant's right to freedom of expression, equality before the law, freedom from discrimination on the grounds of race, place of origin, social class, color, religion, or political opinions, among other reasons. But the Court of Appeal judge, in their ruling, had indicated that the matter was not about religious rights and freedom, but self-expression. In the meantime, Attorney at-law Sat Buchanan, who had represented the Virgos in the lower case and was instructing counsel in the case at hand, had hailed the case as a victory for the entire Jamaica, while emphasizing that the court got it right. I am very pleased with the outcome of the recognition of the human rights, in particular freedom of expression and equitable treatment as it relates to dreadlocks, Rasta, and Afro-identity in modern Jamaica, the attorney stated. Pointing to the significance of their ruling, he said, "Is it a recognition that people with Afro-identity and minority groups are afforded human rights in Jamaica space?" He lauded the ruling as a significant advancement towards the jurisprudence Charter of Human Rights and a landmark decision that will spark conversations of other entities, private and government, having respect for freedom of expression of other persons. As a member of the Rastafarian community and the son of a big youth, I can now say it is a happy day for Jamaicans, especially before independence not long from now, Buchanan stated. King's Counsel Michael Hilton and Attorney at Law Dana Allen represented the appellant, while KC Althea Jarrett and Attorney at Law Giovanni Clark represented the Board of Management at Kensington Primary, the Ministry of Education, and the Attorney General. 250 small businesses in South Manchester to receive assistance. Some 250 small business persons in South Manchester who have been severely impacted by Hurricane Beryl are to receive support to restart their businesses. Minister of Local Government and Community Development Desmond McKenzie made the disclosure during a tour of several communities in the area on Friday, July 12. Persons whose small businesses were destroyed by the hurricane, the SDC Social Development Commission will shortly commence the investigations of those persons and will be providing grants to substantiate nature to start their businesses and get them back on track, McKenzie stated. The minister further noted that the devastation seen in the communities such as Alligator Pond were quite telling, while adding that most roofs had no reinforcement. He informed that the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management (ODPEM) has been advised to ensure that going forward, provisions are made for hurricane straps. As part of the toolkit that will be provided towards the country, we are going to be making hurricane straps an important component of our messaging, and will be providing persons involved in the process of reconstruction of their homes and business places with straps, he noted. The minister further stated that the Ministry of Labour and Social Security will be provided with 200 persons from the Youth Summer Employment Program to beef up the hurricane relief efforts. In addition to the municipal corporations, will join in the relief response, yet with the YSEP intakers. In the meantime, Mackenzie said that there will be hurricane season underway. Persons should always be conscious of what disasters can do and what it has already done to dislocate communities from normal life. He also underscored that care must be taken when building houses, as Jamaica is hurricane prone. During the tour, several relief supplies were provided to affected families. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.